everyone, my name is Louie Zepeda and I'm from Manila in the Philippines. I am part of the IDPP Fellows year 2011 and I took up Masters in Comparative International Disability Policy in American University. I am visually impaired due to toxicity with drugs during my treatment of tuberculosis meningitis. And I use a laptop, Lenovo, and job access with speech.
I read you. God, I'm good at it.
So hi, I'm back. I would like to show you how I use my job access with speech. But first of all, I would like you to listen to it. So this is the speed I'm using. I'm using 75% speed, but I'll be slowing it down so everybody can understand what my JAWS is saying. So now I'm in the menus of the JAWS system tray icon, and I will go to the basics and choose voices by using my arrow keys and choose voice adjustment. For me to be able to understand everything that's laid out in this system tray, I will be pressing Shift Tab or Tab to go up and down this table. Now I can hear cancel, and if I press the Shift long enough and go up to the table by pressing Tab every now and then, and I'll be able to hear the voice changes. So there, I'm on the 75% speed of voice, so I'll be putting it down into
65%, 55%, 45%, 35%.
35%. So 35% was actually the speed that I was using when I just when I was newly blinded. So I think this is applicable for those who are sighted.
Tab, voice uppercase tab, OK button, tab, save as dot tab, apply button to activate,
And
press
then
space bar, Alt plus A.
I'll just press apply.
Space, profile name, combo box, eloquence, 1 of 3. To change the selection, use the arrow keys, Alt plus P.
So there, with this kind of speed, you'll be able to hear, understand everything that I'll be pressing in my keyboard. Like, if I want to know what is my battery life, I'll just press Shift and Tab, Shift and Caps Lock, and then press
Insert plus F1 for help. Windows M, Des AC connected, battery level high, battery 95%.
95% when I press Shift and Caps Lock at the same time and press
B, N.
N. So there. At the same time, I can also hear what time it is when I press Caps Lock and
BN, 8:35 a.m. 8:35 a.m.
Caps Lock and F12. So those are the shortcut keys that I know in my keyboard. And also, I don't use the mouse, so I use function F6 so that the mouse wouldn't be going into different places whenever I'm typing. So there, that's how I basically use the job access with speech.
Read you. God, I'm good at it. I'm so spot on.
Hi again. So, as a program associate and a regional staff of IDPP, we always anticipate emails from our heads. And I prefer using Microsoft Outlook because all of my inbox could go in this program right away, and I won't have the hassle to go to a browser to open all of my inbox with all of the needed IDs and passwords. So what I'll start doing is pressing Windows key.
Menu, search box, edit, type text in this edit field or press up or down arrow to move through items.
And it says type any word for it to search the program or the file you want. So with pressing OU.
Oh, Microsoft Office Outlook
there,
2003, M.
It already suggests what I'm looking for. So I press enter.
Enter, leaving menus, inbox, Microsoft Outlook, list box, Maya Aguilar 804.
So I know that my Microsoft Outlook is now open. And by going to the inbox, I press Control 1.
To move to an item, press the arrow keys. Maya Aguilar, Louie, inbox, Microsoft Outlook, preview, inbox, to move through.
So it says inbox. Here I have
Formosa,
my other
IDPP.
Inboxes that personal and all of my other work. So here in IDPP inbox, press enter.
Enter.
And then I go to the message by pressing tab.
Tab, IDPP Microsoft Outlook, list box, Louie.Zepeda at accident.org. Date, yesterday, Louie.Zepeda, date, yesterday.
So by pressing arrow keys, I can hear date.
Louie.Zepeda at accident.
the emails that I'm sending to other persons with a copy on myself.
Reply. Maria Jesus Charisma no fees.
And also from other recipients of my email, like the incoming fellows from my country, Philippines.
Maria Jesus Charisma. Reply tab. Tomorrow.
For example,
Dear Ma'am Loyu.
so here I think
Dear Ma'am Loyu.
my name sounds wrong because of the spelling.
Good evening po. Dear Ma'am Loyu. Good evening po.
So this is actually a letter that is written in Tagalog in English.
Tomorrow. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your support. We're blank. Sincerely, Rachel N. from on 2 30 20 Flint Louie. Zepeda. Block quote.
So it's able to listen to all of the lines that is written by just pressing up and down arrows.
IMJ. Blank.
So I can also see some of the threads from the previous messages.
Shift tab. List box. Maria Jesus. Louie.Zepeda at Louie.Zepeda at accident.
So all of my inbox are actually heard when I just press up and down arrow. But if I want to go back to my other mailboxes, I'll just press Shift tab, meaning back.
Shift tab. Preview. IDPP.
So there, it says my preview of my other inboxes. And if I go to my personal email, which is
Gmail, 8 unread messages.
Gmail, I have 8 unread
Enter.
messages.
Gmail,
So enter,
24
and
items,
then
8 unread messages. Click here to turn on links to help protect your secure.
I press tab,
Tab. Gmail, Microsoft Outlook. List box.
and
Facebook.
I would press page up so I could go to the newest
Home.
email.
Unread. Facebook. Landcast. Unread. Twitter. Follow Kate Gortz. Unread. Tis and Jenny Zepeda. Read. Global Voices.
So I just delete right away the emails that are not really that important.
Unread. Attachment. Maryland Lavoco Zarnan. This is the final agenda. 12 5. Unread. Attachment. Maryland Lavoco. Meeting request. Unread. Laura Vaughn. DRTB stat. Unread. Emmanuel Edom. GFA. Unread. Stop TB partnership. Stop.
So I have a lot of emails coming from my advocacies and also from our heads and professors like
Tis
Dr.
and Jenny Attachment. Maryland Lavoco.
Dr. Arnone is giving me my reference for the upcoming sessions.
Tis and Jenny Zepeda. Read.
And also here, we have here one of my colleagues back in the tuberculosis advocacies.
Tab. Date. Z from Louie Zepeda. It was such an honor to have all of you on the panel and
It's one of the replies from a thread that we had for the Washington advocacy. And this one is Tizu from Malawi.
to life. Best regards to all. Tisu.
So this is Tisu.
Blank. Sent from Samsung. Blank. Original message.
So if I want to reply to her, I will just press Control, Shift, and
Control
R.
Shift R.
This meaning
Original
Control.
message.
Control
Read
R
global
means
voices.
reply to all.
Blank. Blank.
So here, if I hear that it's a blank, going up and down
Blank.
arrows,
Louie Zepeda 10.
and then I hear my name, then it means I'm on the reply window already.
Blank.
So if I do a reply to them, like for example,
T A A thank.
thank
O U
you
T I Z U
Tizu
Tizu O R
for
T E
the
O N D R U L
wonderful
wonderful E S O N
session.
period space H O
Hope
P E hope T O 2
to
M E E T meet
meet
O U U
you
S O O N
soon
soon N O U R
in
L O
our
T H E other
other
A D V O C A C Y advocacy
Advocacy.
A C T I V I T I E S activities
Activities.
period. Enter
Enter
B E S T
best.
best comma blank Louie Zepeda 10
So there, I was able to make a reply, and then I'll just press Alt S
Alt S
to send.
Gmail Microsoft Outlook. You replied on 7/31.
So there, that's how I use my Microsoft Outlook.
Zip tab. List box. Zip tab. Zip tab.
From all the waiting to ride a wave on your inhale.
Hi again. So one of the applications that I'm always using is Skype. Skype is well known everywhere, and most of my IDPP heads are also in my contact lists. So I would message them if ever there are items that are needing immediate answers. So I'll show you how I use it. By pressing Alt Tab,
Alt tab. Skype trademark.
see it, Skype is in my taskbar. Automatically it's on whenever I open my computer because it's automatically signed in. So how do I see my contacts? I press Alt 1.
Alt 1. Marcus 10. Mac.
So there.
Manage dot pardet. Luis Galegas.
If I press Control Home,
Favorites. Top of 5.
I'm on the top of the file. So there is my favorites.
Benjamin Garcia Jr. Bet all contacts button. AJ Roses. Lance Rope. Angela Pereira. Angela O'Brien.
So it's telling me all of the contacts in alphabetical order, but I can actually choose to put people in my favorites, like my husband.
M. Search edit. A. R. C. Arc. Contacts list box. Marcus Tang. McCoy. Away.
So there. Just by pressing the first letters of the name, I will be able to derive to the contact that I'm searching for. But if I want to put them into my favorites, I just press Applications button,
Applications. Context menu to move through items. Press up or down arrow. C. Call.
and
C.
then up and down arrow, I would be able to
Video
find.
call. Send send video. Send files. Send contacts. D. Send voice message. Share screens. View profile. Rename. Add to favorites. A.
It can see Add to favorites. So I press Enter.
Enter. Leaving menus. Contacts list box. Marcus Tang. McCoy. Online. 1 of 3.
So there. I'm sure that if I press Control Home,
Favorites. Top of file. Contacts. Recent all. Marcus Tang.
I know that my husband is on top of the list. So
Benjamin Garcia Jr.
if I need to take out somebody from the favorites, I just do the same thing. I press Application and go to
Remove from contacts. View old. Block list. Manage list. Remove from favorites.
Remove from favorites. So
Enter. Leaving menus. Contact.
So now
Chapel 2000. Benjamin Garcia. Bella Calbe. Anthony Pim. Favorites. Mark.
only my husband is on the favorite lists. So how do I go to the messages? By pressing Alt 2.
Alt 2. Maya Aguilar. Maya.
So there. One of the heads, Maya Aguilar, is in the top
Search
of the
edit.
list.
Recent message. James Chu. Live Boy 80.
Some of our current fellows, James,
Stefan Lebois.
Stefan,
Sarah Kirk. Sarah.
and some of my other advocacy friends. So if I want to create a message, all I have to do is press their name and here if the blank box is present. So I choose to create a message to my husband. So
Alt 1. Marcus
Alt
Tang.
1, and then I hear my husband's name and press Enter.
Enter. Type a message here. Edit. Type in text.
So here,
Blank.
arrow keys would tell me if the page I'm in is the text box. So it says blank. So let me see, what time is it? Caps lock F12.
9:34 a.m.
It's 9:34. So we have 2.5 hours before lunch. So I'll just ask my husband what he wants to eat for lunch. So
Hi, D.
hi Dad, enter.
Dad, enter from Louie Zepeda. Hi Dad, sent on Friday, July 3rd.
So it automatically echoes what I just typed. And then what? Okay, so he had a reply right away.
Shift tab, chat.
For me to be able to go to the new message or the previous messages, it's Shift tab, so I could go up.
Shift tab. Chat content list box from Louie Zepeda. Hi Dad, sent on from Marcus Tang. Hello, sent on Friday, July.
So there. So I received the message. I received the reply from my husband. He says hello. So I'll go back to the text box with a command tab.
Chat via tab. Send con tab. Type a message here. Edit.
Type a message here. Edit. So there. Blank again. So I would say what?
W O W D wood U
You want to eat for lunch?
NCH. Lunch question.
So reviewing the sentence that I've created, I'll just press arrow key.
What would you want to eat for lunch?
See, so I'll press enter.
Enter from Louie Zepeda. What would you want to eat for lunch? Sent on Friday, July 31st, 2015, 9:35:54 a.m.
So we'll wait again for his reply.
Blank.
And every time that I hear a reply,
whatever you want to eat. Sent on Friday.
There's a tone, and then there's also that assistance of the new messages echoing right away. You don't even have to go to the past messages by clicking Shift tab. There's also another way for us to be able to hear the past messages, which is Control 1.
From Louie Zepeda. Okay, take care. Sent on Wednesday, July. From Maylo. Thank you, and now I am on the way to airport.
So it basically tells me the previous message from the past conversation, but not the one that I'm currently on. So if I go to
All 2 recent messages list box Marcus Tang.
Recent messages.
Marcus Tang. McCoy online.
And if I erase some of the messages,
Maya Aguilar,
like
C. Aguilar,
from
James
Maya,
Liv Boy,
James,
Stefan Lebois,
Stefan,
Sarah Kirk, Sarah Melo, Kai ITB Queen, Stephanie Siegel, Simmons 0, Marina, Meredith, Arroya Takemura, recent messages list box show earlier message.
So there. If I'm left with only my husband's chat box, then if I do control 1,
From Marcus Tang, whatever you want to eat. Send on.
it automatically tells me the previous message by the use of control
From Marcus
1,
Tang. From Louie
control
Zepeda. What would from
2,
Marcus Tang? From
and
Louie.
so
From
off,
Marcus Tang. From Marcus
so
Tang. Great.
forth. Because the control button is basically making me hear the previous messages from the most up-to-date chat box that I'm actually doing. So that is what I've been using for the past more than 10 years now. Ever since I lost my vision, and ever since I've heard of Skype when I was still sighted, I have been using Skype, and it has been very accessible with the assistance of all of these scriptings being done from different parts of the world. So that's Skype.
Is this it? Oh.